Hi guys, welcome to another HOI4 video. In today's video I'm going to be doing an achievement guide, or basically an achievement run, and I'm going to be getting every single Turkish achievement in one single run. We're going to be playing on regular difficulty and historical AI focuses on. I'm going to start by deleting every single division which is not belonging to this infantry template. So we are keeping 20 of these divisions and let's send them to the cities in western Turkey. I'm gonna pick the Montreux Convention focus, of course, and let's research machine tools, construction 1, and also engineering. I'll be building up infrastructure in Izmir and after that in Istanbul, and let's produce convoys and guns for now. I'm also gonna exercise my army, and I'm going to merge our navy. And one very important thing that I must do, I must go for no garrisons in Kurdistan. Yes, I want them to rise up just so I can destroy them. Nah, just kidding, but you'll see why I'm actually gonna let them rise up. So basically, talking about achievements, I'm trying to get every single one of these. I could get assuming direct control, but I'm not gonna do it. That's because any minor country can get this achievement, and there are probably better candidates for that. And here we are, first among many long focuses has been finished. Next focus is fully integrate the Ish Bank, and here we are. Now we await the response of the Soviet Union, 5% war support, and now here we pick the second option, no settlements, no compromise. Then once again we pick the second option, nothing has changed. And we win, just like that. Free stability, large support, and political power. So let's just hire a science workhorse. Let's get mechanical computing. And god, did I really pick a great time to record. There is storm outside and there is a washing machine doing its job. Alright, let's now hire army maneuver genius, Fahrettin Altay. He's gonna be gone later on, but for now he's gonna be really useful for our army experience. Next focus is ratify the 6 arrows. Once I'm done building the infrastructure, I'm going to start building mills in Izmir and then later on in Istanbul. Dispersed Industry 1. I also had Shukru Sarajolu because he's a financial expert. Minus 5% consumer goods is always nice. After ratifying the 6 arrows, we're gonna go for Sanayijiler. And let's instantly pick Republicanism option right here. And I'm also going to research Construction 2. Republicanism is really useful because it's really cheap and gives us lots of stability, and I'm basically going to do it as many times as I can. 5% stability for just 25 political power, that's dirt cheap. After the Sanayijiler, we're going to do cooperate with the Dev Council focus. And I'm also going to do nationalism decision once. This one gives me 10% war support, also pretty useful. The resistance in Kurdistan is currently 56% and it's still going up, that's nice. And here we are, we got tons of political power. Let's switch out to partial mob. And now I will start building first mills here in Izmir, and then I'll finish infrastructure in Istanbul and then build mills there. Next focus is utilize the foreign capital, which gives me 1 research slot. Also in the meantime, let's get a reformer expert. Let's pick republicanism option for the second time. Let's get dispersed industry 2. And our next focus is privatize the Anadolu agency. We're going to research improved machine tools, and let's research Interwar small airframe. Also I'll be going for professional officer course. Let's do bold attack. Why not? Let's do republicanism for the third time. Yes, we have 100% stability, but our base stability is just 72.5%. It's not really that high. Kurdish resistance is still growing. It's at 76% right now. We need it at 90% for them to rise up. Let's lift the ban on other political parties now. I like it how doing this democratic thing, it just makes your country collapse, basically. After this, let's do the Treaty of Sadabad, and I think we're gonna now get the failing father. Yeah, fading father, not failing father. Here we are, we got this. These events, when it comes to these events, I'm just gonna pick the options which get me the most stability. I don't really care at the end of the day, I just want to keep my stability and not fully destroy my country. I just want to, like, partially destroy it. Let's research bombs. I will not retire Ataturk for as long as I can. Conspiracy, of course, pick the first option, that gets me stability. And yes, having bad stability would be good because Kurdish resistance would rise up better, but oh boy, here we are. 87.5%. You know what this means? It means we gamble a little bit. We need to basically get that bad event. Please tell me. No, one Republic indivisible. Yes, we got it. No. Damn. Well, we have to gamble away some more CP. Come on. Let's try one more time. Please give me the bad outcome. Yes. They rise up now. They've rised up. And we're still Kemalist, by the way. And let me show you one cool thing. Let's draw a public line that goes exactly like this. The entirety of our army just goes there and stays. We're gonna let Kurdistan expand a little bit, you'll see why in a moment. Also now, I can't do Assessor Future. This focus is really good. It gets us 15% stability, really good national spirit, also some political power gain. But we can only do it after we get the Democratic Party. Unless Ataturk is not the leader, so what we need to do is to now retire him. Celal Bayar comes here, and we can now do this focus. Instead of getting the legacy of Ataturk as a bad national spirit, we'll get it as a good national spirit. Also now it's time to absorb the TPDA and pay off our debts. I'm also going to delete 5 of my divisions. I think it's going to be good enough. Yes, we can do extensive conscription now. Let's do republicanism at least one more time. We can maybe do it another time, we'll see about it. Let's get aircrew surveys. Anyway, let me show you something super cool now. Kurdistan is about to take the state of Trabzon by taking the city of Trabzon, which has currently Kemalist loyalties modifier. Once they take it, which is in like an hour, it no longer does. It loses its modifier temporarily until we come back and take it back. That also works for states which have traditionalist modifiers. This way, by setting up this fallback line, we're letting Kurdistan walk inside all of those states with bad modifiers, basically removing them temporarily. And guess what? The achievement, one nation under Ataturk indivisible, requires us to be unaligned Turkey and have no negative state modifiers in any of our own states. It just works. So all we need to do now is to let Kurdistan take our stuff. Until then, I could improve relations with some of the major countries. Let's do it. Anyway, let's get superior firepower because I'm so cool, I know. We're gonna pick this second option once again. By the way, check this out. 0% stability. We had 100% like a few months ago. Anyway, let's get the light machine guns. Let the best party win. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, we got now good national spirit. Let's now do the Hatay issue because I want to prolong this election as much as I can. Once I do it and I go democratic, I lose the republicanism decision. Improved relations enough with these countries, now I need to create deficit of equipment. How in the world am I going to do that? Well, for the guns it's easy, I just need to put some divisions into training. Same goes for the tanks. Also, let's create a bunch of fake production of everything, and also soon I'll start producing some actual things. Anyway, they took our last traditionalist state, which means we should be getting the first achievement. One nation under Ataturk indivisible. It's 2 nations and yeah, it's kind of divided. Anyway, we can now take out Kurdistan. Another good thing about this, besides getting this achievement, is remember that these states, the traditionalist states, had opposition. Let me show you what happens when I take them back now. There is no more traditionalist opposition. Now there's traditionalist placated modifier, which is a positive one. Not a great one, but still okay one. Plus 5% land construction speed. So yeah, that way we can actually avoid having to do this focus as well. Instead, we can do expand our armaments and get 2 military factories. I'm gonna give these guys Fevzi Chakmak, and he's instantly wounded. How convenient. Anyway, let's finally research trucks. Thinking about it, I could license them from Italy. Of course you won't do it. Yeah, these licenses are the most useless thing ever. If you have it researched, they're gonna give it to you. If you don't have it researched, they're never gonna give it to you. Let's also give our template support artillery and cavalry recon. That way we have a deficit of artillery and support equipment. And we got bombs. I'm gonna go for radio. Now I can produce some CAS, just like that. Just put it into the production, and what I need to do is to just select my air force and hit D multiple times. This creates a huge deficit of planes. Once again, I can't do the typical start Lend-Leasing Spain trick because we are democratic. We can't really send Lend-Lease at this point. Oh, and one more thing, I can get some convoys as well. That's simple, I just need to trade with countries that are far away. That way I lose convoys. Now let's back for the Lend-Lease. Germany is sending me all of this. Now I just need to wait for 1 day to pass. Anyway, we finished the Hatay issue and the peace in the world just got bypassed, which is, let's now hold our first multi-party election. Next country to steal Lend-Lease from is Italy. Not bad. I forgot to improve relations with Soviet Union, so let's do Japan. Yeah, this is great. 2.5k guns. Anyway, let me manage my actual production. I'm gonna produce some artillery, some anti-air, and perhaps some support equipment as well. Let's also stop trading this steel. I'll just buy some of it. Let's go with 3 factories of artillery, 3 factories of the anti-air, 1 factory of support equipment. The rest goes to the guns. Also, I'm going to use my planes. Now I have to be very careful on the Lend-Lease and have to make sure that I always basically reset it and beg for some more. Unfortunately, that's what you have to resort to doing if you really want to be successful as Turkey in this game, but it is what it is. Blame it on the focus which is pointlessly too long. Anyway, let's do republicanism one last time before the election. Destroying the Kurdish divisions here. Let's keep building up the military factories here. Also, I could do improved warfare conditions because we're gonna lack some stability. Rest easy, Orgazi, we shall never forget you. This event happens twice. I have no idea why, but it will happen one more time. I think the Turkish medicine resurrects Ataturk and then he dies again. Lend-Lease is about to arrive, and what I'm gonna do is typically just modify Lend-Lease, see if they're gonna send me anything new, and basically once it arrives, just send the request again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time it didn't work. And we're also stealing Lend-Lease from the Soviets now. And let's not forget Japan at the end. This time they even want to send me artillery. Japan is the bro in this game. Lend-Lease with Germany is bugged, but we can simply make them say no and then request it again. Anyway, we have to pick the Democratic Party or whatever it's called. And let's go for the Milletin Adame focus. We took out every single Kurdish division, and now I'll be doing just local police force here. Next up, let's research survivability studies. And since I got lots of political power, I guess I'm gonna do jihad option. We took Kurdistan, I'm just gonna annex them, nothing special here. Let's deploy 9 infantry divisions, so I got 24. And I'm just gonna shift and exercise them and just send them into Western Turkey so that they have some supplies actually. Don't forget to steal the Lend-Lease. And as you can see, once again we get the death of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Basically all we're gonna do now is do these long annoying focuses and just watch out for the Lend-Lease, not to miss it. As I said it before, thanks to the Kurdistan rising up, we don't have to worry about traditionalist oppositions at all. Instead we can do expander armaments, which gets us 2 military factories. Why the hell not? Let's invest in Malatya's cigarette factory because I'm so based and funny. And you know what? Let's give refuge to the German and Italian scientists. This is gonna cost us some stability, but we're gonna research things way faster. Funny how they would, out of all the countries in the West, just go to Turkey. Let's not forget the Lend-Lease. Let's get a computing machine. And I could go for inventive genius Kamil Tolon. Why not? Kamil Sejozwak. Managed to pay off our debts, which means I finally have some steel. I can stop trading most of it. I can have -1 because who cares about convoys being produced. Let's add support anti-air to our template. I guess I'm gonna produce some more. After the radio, let's rush heavy machine guns. We got trucks, so let's produce like 1 factory of them, maybe even 2 factories. Let's give all of our guys trucks so that we create deficit of trucks, and let's hope that these countries are willing to send us some trucks. What about you, Japan? You're gonna send me trucks. Yeah, you're always a bro. Too bad you're doing all those war crimes. And Germany's also gonna send me some trucks. After the basic small airframe, I guess I'm gonna start rushing Dispersed Industry 3. And let's also improve our artillery. I think we can create an agency now, why the hell not? Next focus is privatize our infrastructure. Let's get the lay, and let's also get... Actually, no, let's go for air superiority. One thing I don't like about this focus is that it usually just gives infrastructure to Kurdish states. So if you feel like it, you can let Kurdistan exist until you finish it, although you're probably gonna get one of those events which takes away like 120 political power. After this focus, let's purge the officers, all while stealing some more of that Lend-Lease. And we finish the focus, which means we get a Turkish civil war. But here's the thing, we can actually prolong it by another 2 weeks. And I'm gonna do it because I want to finish building this factory. In the meantime, let's go for the learning from the Great War focus. And here we are, the factory is built. We can now begin the civil war. I'm instantly gonna start building up factories in here in Kastamonu. Let's go for the advanced machine tools and let's fire up the civil war. First thing I need to do when the civil war starts, go for a total mold, because I can, and now I can also go for service by requirement, kinda. I have to delete some divisions though. So yeah, in order to get it, we need to delete like 1 or 2 of our divisions. Okay, 1 division is enough. Service by requirement it is. Ottoman officers offer a chance to restore the Sultanate, or Old Glory awaits reclamation, of course. Now all we need to do is to basically rush and capitulate the enemies, because there is not really any point in fighting here. Just get inside their victory points and that's it. Just not miss the opportunity to steal some Lend-Lease from the Soviets. Free cash, wow. But we don't even need Istanbul to capitulate them. I think this is enough. Yes it is. They're gone already. Boom. We won. Let's put 10 new divisions into training to replace the old ones. Now we're back to the old game of waiting to finish these 2 long focuses and just stealing Lend-Lease. Our next focus is pivot to the past. Construction free, and let's bankroll the Malatya clothing factory. I don't know, I just like building factories here, I have no idea why. We got a heavy MG, which means we can finally make some decent planes, but let's research engines 1. I'm gonna go for basic small airframe. I'm gonna go for 4 heavy machine guns twice, so basically 8 of them. Self-sealing fuel tanks and also, I guess, armor plates. And this is our first plane. 5 factories of those should be more than enough. Germany is even willing to send us guns now. That's so nice of them. And just look at this. 1.8k guns. Thanks, Germany. Next focus is purge the Kemalists. Let's keep building up military factories. Once I'm done building them in the high infrastructure states, I'm going to build them in states with low infrastructure, which have only few building slots. Fortunately, I failed my Lend-Lease with the Italy, but at least I got Japan and Germany still. And look at this, we already got 350 planes, barely producing any at all. Let's get engines 2. Next focus is restore the divan, I believe. Yes. Let's get infrastructure destruction. Next focus is rebuilding our nation. And let's focus more on producing planes. 10 factories is pretty decent for now. Let's improve the artillery and also finally support weapons 1. And the next focus is return of the Sultan. Oh, one thing I forgot. I should hire army offense expert because I lost our army maneuver guy. Ripped some army experience, but it is okay. We'll get it back later. So let's improve our guns. And here we are. We're about to finish this focus, which means we're gonna get to our second achievement. Nobody's business but the Turks. Next focus is reclaim the Macedonia Sanjak. Let's now rush the improved small airframe. I'm gonna send like 10 divisions here. The rest of my army will go like this. Basically, if I decline, we're gonna lose Izmir, but we're gonna take it back and then take their islands. Also, I could take 2 divisions and make a naval invasion like this, maybe. Let's improve artillery some more and let's produce the new artillery. Also, I'm gonna build up an airport here in Edirne, support weapons 2, and let's put some more divisions into training, like another 12. I just did Jihad, but it does nothing because our base war support is 100%. It just has debuffs, which make it go down to 87%. Authorize the Nuri Kilgil factory or whatever. And here is the war goal. Let's declare war on Greece. Next focus is press the Austro-Hungarian claim. This will get me war goals on Yugoslavia and Romania. Greeks don't seem to be interested in taking my land. I'm gonna move my navy here so I see when they leave this province. They just left, which means I can do naval invasion and land behind them in Alexandropolis. Let's make sure their planes are supporting here. And let's rush and take their islands and hopefully destroy some of their divisions. Alright, they piled up 3 divisions here, and we just cut off 3 of their divisions, so let's destroy them. And there's another 4 here. Let's instantly push. We have to take Solon because that's the next supply hub. Also, let's improve relations with Italy. I'll be stealing Lend-Lease from them again. Let's deploy these 12 divisions, put them into the second army. Also, I made a mistake. I should give these guys Repet Pasha, and Deputy Chakmak is gonna be the field marshal. Let's see if we can siphon any equipment from the Italy. We can actually steal some guns. Somehow we have supplies here, even though we're encircled. Let's get Sten and mobile defense. And let's alter the royal laws of succession. I have to do this at some point, might as well do it now. Rush the Thessaloniki. This is why I built the airport, because we're already out of the range here. Don't forget the land lease. Make sure to give my guys trucks, because otherwise I have like no supplies at all. And we managed to finally take Solon. Let's try to take this airport and let's destroy this division here. Now I'm just gonna micro my way through Greece. Let's get home defense. My god, supplies are horrendous in Greece. We have like 1 supply hub. Alright, we managed to take Athens, which means 2 more cities and they're gone. First I have to sort out my land lease, then I'm going to capitulate them. Nice encirclement here, let's take it out for some XP. Yeah, the Greece is gone. I'm just gonna annex them fully and let's steal their navy. Next country is Yugoslavia. I'm gonna send half of the army here. Other half goes to this port next to Corfu. Let's make 3 naval invasions. These 3 divisions land in Dubrovnik, these 3 in Kotor, these 3 like here, and final one lands on these islands right here. Because we don't really need these islands, but it's aesthetically pleasing having them. Also make sure that all of our planes are covering this region. Also have to fire one of these guys and replace him. I'm gonna get rid of the Hilmi Uran, the science workhorse. Instead I'm gonna hire Riza Nur, irredentist academic. He makes us justify quickly. Let's declare war on the Yugoslavia right away. And now we do some micro. I'll try to at least take Skopje because there's a supply hub there. Also rip Albania, you just witnessed the death. Also next focus, align Bulgaria. I kind of hope they say no, but at the same time I still can't core them. I need Albania to core Bulgaria. Let's destroy this division here. Also our tension is above 40% finally, which means I can start land leasing Menguko with the equipment that I'm never going to even send them. Unless an accident happens or something like that. I can now steal land lease more effectively. Really? Even anti-air? Now let's stop land leasing Menguko before it's too late. And now it's time, let's make a naval invasion. I'm gonna make my navy do naval invasion support. Thanks to so many strategic regions here, we're literally out of range even though my ships are in Istanbul. And off we go. Let's make a fallback line like this with my second army in case things go south, literally south. And here we are, a brand new front just dropped. I have to do some manual pushing. Important place is this province right here in Bosnia, which has a airport. Italy has just joined the Axis, and since we're holding here, let me send 12 of these divisions in this new front. Also, it took this province right here, which means we can move our planes here. Also, by the way, Bosnia is our core. Let's not forget to steal the land lease. Anyway, let's get rocket artillery and also integrated support. This entire war is an absolute mess. Let's put these divisions out of training since I'm lacking too many guns. Hopefully we can just capitulate them like this. Where do you think you're going? While Bulgaria is finished, I think they accepted. Yes, they did. Next focus, reclaim the fallen empire, because this will give us all those decisions. And they just capitulated. Let's annex them. And let's steal their navy. Standard procedure, let's merge our navies now. And now I can justify on Hungary. Let's do it. It's gonna take only 4 months. Now I could do some shenanigans with Romania, like creating a faction, then kicking them out, just for them to lose the guarantee by France, but I don't feel like doing that. Let's get naval strike tactics. The best thing about Hungary, all we need to do is to just take Pécs and Budapest, and that's literally taking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even just 4 provinces, and they're gonna capitulate. Because Debrecen is such a small victory point, and so is this city right here. And this one isn't court, so it doesn't matter. And here comes the World War II, and here we are. We can now instantly do enlarge the divide of Bosnia, Croatia, Herzegovina, and Dalmatia. Hungary just joined the Axis. Yeah, that's amazing. I guess we're not attacking them then. Let's cancel the land justification. Let's send our first army to Romania instead. Our second army goes here. I could do with some more divisions. Let's train like another 12. I just hope I can steal Levant before France actually capitulates, because then I have to fight Vichy France, and that's not really good. Also, let's improve the airport here and here. Alright, it's time. Let's declare war on Romania. They're guaranteed by France, which means they're gonna join the war. Let's push. I need to take Aleppo, some of this desert, Damascus, and Beirut. If I can do that, it's great. If I can't do that, it's not great. Simply put. Issue here is that, yeah, Hungary is going to expand, and then taking one single city means I can no longer get my stuff, get my course. Anyway, we got the improved small airframe. I'm not gonna make a new plane yet until I get the tall rocket artillery. Also, let's get flexible organization, some more speed, why not? I was 1 hour late and they stole my state. Now I can't core entirety of Romania. Man, do I love this game. Not all hope is lost. Hopefully I can at least get Syria before they capitulate. 2 more cities, come on. Don't capitulate on me. Oh, let's start justifying on Iraq. It's gonna take 105 days. We took Aleppo, which means I can now restore the Vilayet of Halep. Let's get to modernizing the army focus now. And there goes France. They're gonna capitulate now. Even Italy managed to take 3 provinces. 4. Good job. This division is encircled. I'm gonna do some last stand here. Oh, rip. This is unsalvageable. Let's just delete it. Anyway, let's join the Axis. Why the hell not? I should research paratroopers, because yes, we will have to capitulate the Allies at some point. Let's give our guy organization first. Let's try to rush the Suez Canal. Also, I'm gonna rush Dispersed Industry 4. If you can take either Port Said or Suez, it's going to be amazing, because both of these have a supply hub. Let's also grab the control over the state of Jordan. Alright, these divisions are leaving. There's only 1 division here, which means we might be able to actually take them. I just have to make sure to take my CAS, send them here, and make them do operations in Egypt. Biggest issue is rubber, which is really scarce. I have 10 factories from trade, so it's not really wise to go for limited exports yet. And we got control over Jordan, which means I can restore the Vilayet of Beirut, which means I now cover Lebanon, Palestine, and Jordan. Come on, guys, we took Port Said. Let's quickly rush Suez, Cairo, and this province to the west. Next focus is Haval Kulu, and let's modernize our tactics and commence overhaul of our training methods. I'll try to take an airport which is here, and also another one which is right next to it in the desert here. We got the airport, let's move entirety of our air force here, and we got the second airport, which means they have no planes. I mean, they have planes, but they have no place to actually place the planes in. What? What did I just say? Anyway, let's rush Marsa Matruh. I need to control that state. Also rip half of Turkish Navy. I forgot to give them orders and they just got wrecked. I'm gonna do some force attack and let's try to take Alexandria and destroy these divisions. I'll try to make some more encirclements. I have to eventually reach Khartoum and Port Sudan. Where do you think you're... Okay, they managed to escape. Damn. I guess they're going there. Let's help Italy out here. Let's go for dogfighting experience. Please give me control over this state. I mean, I control it technically, but Italy for some reason controls it. Okay, we got it. Amazing. I have to keep an eye out for these 2 islands here, because Italy tends to lose them, we tend to not get informed about it, and then they just take half of our country. Next focus is expand the air bases, and another encirclement. Let's destroy it. Let's improve the artillery. Alright, actual naval invasion. Here it is. I got my backup divisions. I think they're trying to take Gallipoli or something. No, they're actually landing down here. And there goes Romania. And Hungary is now big and thick. Let's send this army to the Iraqi border. I have to reach Chad, basically, in order to control northern Darfur. German Reich grants Bulgarian occupation. What? They're my puppet. Oh yeah, I should not have called them into war. Anyway, we got the rocket artillery, which means we can now make our new plane. Improved small airframe. Let's go with some heavy machine guns. And also rocket rails. One engine 2 is going to be good enough, I think. Self-sealing fuel tank, armor plates, and I guess we're gonna go for armor plates again. We reached Port Sudan, but it's guarded, unfortunately. I think we can take it. Let's get mechanized offensive, and we got Khartoum, and also Port Sudan. Now, in order to do the decision, we just need to have control over this state, which is as random as it can be. I have no idea why would they make these uncontrollable states required to core the rest. Okay, we got it, so let's integrate the Khedivate of Egypt. And here's the cool thing. Core these 3 states in Sudan and also entirety of Egypt, except for one state, and that's Cairo. We don't core Cairo. But we can core it later on doing some other decisions. It doesn't make sense, I know, but it is what it is. Oh, I completely forgot about these guys. Let's destroy them. Alright, let's improve worker conditions, instruct the proper use of modern infrastructure, and legalize new aircraft safety regulations. And let's finally expand the Guljuk naval base. Italy demands occupation of Dalmatia. No. Why would I give it to you? It's my core state. Justification on Iraq is done. Let's now justify on Saudi Arabia and at the same time also on Yemen. I usually justify on Oman, but if you do this run, justify on Yemen first. You'll see why. Now I'm gonna send these Hungarian and Bulgarian divisions down into Sudan, because why the hell not? Meanwhile, my entire first army goes to Iraq. And yes, true, I could actually make them my puppet, but it just doesn't work when we're in the Axis. And besides that, it's better having them core than having like extra 15 factories. Why not? It's funny how the easiest place to invade Iraq from is the desert, like Al-Hajara. Anyway, I should start conserving my planes now. I'm not gonna use them, I'm just gonna let them stay. I think Iraq is going to capitulate. Yes, they just did. Let's restore the Vilayet of Baghdad. As you can see, that's 9, 12, 13 factories for free. I'm gonna get my first army on the border of Saudi Arabia. Let's get the second army into Cherbourg. Let's also create a brand new template consisting of only 1 infantry battalion. 12 of them is gonna be more than enough. Another issue that I've noticed here is the fact that Italy for some reason claims this state. So the only way you can actually work around this, if you don't take Jeddah, instead take basically as much land as you can and then capitulate Saudi Arabia, and only then you can actually keep control over this state. Bulgaria should be doing steel plant in Pernik. Yes, they're doing it right now. Let's deploy these small divisions and let's send them right here in Calais. I'll be converting half of them to paratrooper template. I should have produced some transport planes. Let's get like 8 factories on them. Next focus is support the east. And let's finally streamline communication methods between ships. This removes this annoying national spirit. And here we are. Let's declare war on Saudi Arabia. Western Balkans naval invasion. Oh wait, look at this. This is not good. How is Italy losing down here? Italy never fails to amaze me with how incompetent it is. As I said previously, I now must capitulate Saudi Arabia without taking Jeddah. Let's get 93-80 medium, by the way. Actually, we're trying not to walk into this state at all. Here we are. We managed to capitulate them, which means we have control over this state. Wait a minute. How did I get infrastructure here? Let's simply take these British colonies in Arabia, and we took Abu Dhabi, which means we can extend the Lasha Eyalet. This gives me a core on Oman and also Wargo on Oman, so might as well use it. And that's like another 8 factories for free. And the countries are spamming their troops here in Ethiopia, as you can see from both sides, and that's good. I don't want them in important places. It's good if they're here. Oh, and one more thing, I completely forgot. We got that achievement. I conquered the Bosphorus, and now I was this lousy achievement long time ago. Let's do refining our strategies next, and let's attack Yemen. And there goes Yemen. Let's now merge the Ayawats of Jeddah, Habesh, and Yemen. Yeah, by the way, we cored Cairo with that decision, which cored Oman as well. I don't know. So many inconsistencies, but I don't care. We core everything now. There's too many planes here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, so let's try it out. Alright, let's deploy powerful planes here in Calais. Move all the old ones. We got 1.5k planes. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Also, let's stop producing the transport planes. We don't need them anymore. Let's produce some towed rocket artillery. I'm gonna take one of my divisions. They're gonna land in Portsmouth, hopefully. Alright, we got green air here and almost green air here as well. Boy, how much do I love gambling. There's casinos, but why the hell would I go there? I can just play HOI4. I'm gonna send my planes down into Ethiopia. I want to lure Britain into sending planes down here. It's all trickery for the AI. Also, let's go for multi-altitude flying. Okay, we managed to actually land. That's amazing. Portsmouth, despite literally being 15 victory point city and also level 10 base, it's almost never guarded. Once you take it, you can usually land your army. If these divisions are just landed and they're already attacked, you can do some last stand or force attack. That way they don't take organization damage, instead they take strength damage, which they have lots of. It's better to lose some equipment and manpower than to lose your entire army here, which can happen. Let's just attack here, it shouldn't be that hard. Let's get our planes here. What? They claimed Bessarabia, but they didn't. Excuse me, what the hell did just happen? Let's improve rocket artillery. And even the USA wants to help me, thanks a lot. Anyway, there's another way you can approach this war, by the way. And that's by expanding the Salabak Pact and actually taking India. Sometimes it's a bit too late to do that, because sometimes that's too slow and either UK builds up massive air force, or it's so slow that the USA joins the war. Well, it's not a failed run, you can still win, but it's not worth the effort at all. And we're about to take Liverpool, which means it's over. Here's the peace conference, and now here's the thing that we need to do. The best land is obviously France and the UK because they're filled with factories. Also have some cores, but I don't have to worry about them. Most of them are going to be given to me by my allies, so why waste my own score when I can waste their own? Another thing I need is Canada, so I can attack the USA, because USA at this point is amazing target because they have tons of factories and no army to protect themselves. And last thing I need is some rubber. Some rubber island like Sri Lanka will suffice. Maybe also North Borneo on top. These states are cheap and are filled with rubber, so might as well have them. Also for France, I must make them a puppet and they must own this state. If they do, then they just annex Vichy France and that's free stuff for me. Also have to take some land for myself here, so that I have some place from where I can start my invasion on Germany later on in the game. Also, I could go for these territories right here because they're filled with aluminum. Taking Gibraltar would be really cool, and also Cyprus later on, I'm gonna need it. I'm also gonna ask for some war operations around the UK and also around France because that's just 3 factories, might as well do it. We managed to secure this. Now the last thing I need to take care of, I need to make sure that all of the British and French states are taken. As you can see, Pitcairn Island, Balkan Islands, nobody took those, and South Georgia, because I don't want the random UK to exist somewhere. Also Saint Pierre and Miquelon. And my last points I'm going to use on stealing navy from the countries that are no longer going to exist. I could have secured Romania, kind of, but it is what it is. Alright, that's it. Let's confirm an exit. That's it for the peace deal. We got 143 factories, not too much. As you can see, Vichy France is gone. It's now integrated into our Turkish France, which looks really weird but at the same time kind of satisfying. I just like the idea of France losing land. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to lower autonomy of these puppets. As you can see, they have 105 and also 79 factories. I can simply do that by sending them 750 convoys each. And once these convoys arrive, I'm going to have 3/4 of their military and 1/4 of their civilian industry. I'm going to start preparing for war here. First army goes like here. Second army goes here and 6 divisions go to Buffalo. And now I have to train my third army, which will attack in Detroit and then take the Midwest. Let's also go for localized training centers now. And now I don't have to worry about resources anymore, I got my puppets. Although I'll try using Bulgaria and Canada more than the UK and France, because they are my factory puppets, not my resource puppets. Let's get day bombing. Also look at this horrible looking Canada. Well, I did this to have like extra 50 score. Let's do mechanizing our army, and let's research 9040 medium. Also assembly line production. Let's give our infantry support rocket artillery. We're gonna lack some, but we're gonna produce it later on anyway. Also one thing I never researched, these engineers. Let's lower the autonomy of France. As you can see, we now got 207 factories, and UK is gonna be like 260 now. 249, not bad. We doubled our economy by just wasting some convoys. Time to deploy our third army, and they'll go next to Detroit. Let's upgrade this airport right here to level 10, this one to level 5. Next focus, superiority of arms, why the hell not? Let's build more mills in our new course. Well, let's limit our exports. Let's draw the offensive lines for some planning bonus. Let's move our planes here. We've got a terrible air force, but we've got a big air force. Almost 3,000 planes. Let's patrol the seas, because this gives me another research bonus for small airframe. And let's finally attack the USA. Stop exercising our armies, and let's go. They're already trying to naval invade. Good luck with that. I hoped we wouldn't be too rough, so we can make some encirclements, but I guess we were too rough for them. Also, another thing, I need to build airports basically everywhere I go. Managed to overrun their tank division. Literally every single one of their divisions is a tank division. What? Okay, this one isn't. But every single one, except for this one, is. And I like it how this tank moves its turret. This is M3 Lee, it doesn't really have a turret, its gun is locked. Paradox tried to be consistent moment. Talking about consistency, let's fix these front lines a little bit. In my test run, the northeast was the hardest thing to take. I literally captured Alabama before I managed to capture Boston. Nah, we just took it easily. Nice. Even Washington isn't guarded. Let's get fighter escorts and also flying fortress. Next focus, I'm guessing Turkish air defense platforms. No, they took Nova Scotia, let's take it back. You know what, this war seems to be over. Let's send one division to Seattle, one to San Francisco, one to Los Angeles, one to San Diego. What's happening to the USA? They have like no divisions. Yeah, this is just too easy. And this first army will go to Vancouver, attack the west coast from the north. The biggest American fear, Canadians actually attacking it. Venezuela joined the Axis. Yeah, whatever. Also, the best thing about these tank divisions is that they can't fight at all. They're so weak. Let's get advanced fire bases and let's research. Actually, I'm not gonna go for 9043 medium. Let's get basic engine. Let's call in Canada and let's push from the north. I never fought against weaker USA in my entire life. Let's get Logistics Company 1 and I guess Engineering Company 2. Also, I'll give my guys engineers. Look at this, almost pure infantry. They're not even 20 width. Let's make them 20 width. Okay, there we go. USA is gone. I'm not gonna touch Philippines. Japan's gonna get a war goal against them. Whatever. Instead, I'm gonna give Canada Alaska and Attu Island. I'm gonna take all of their overseas territories. Let's do puppet, add war reparations everywhere, and let's also take these other states. I'm also gonna give myself resource rights to all of their stuff, and I'm gonna steal as much of their navy as I can. And just as we finished the USA, Germany attacked the Soviet Union. Let's fix this mess. I'm gonna give province of Canada back 13. They have 25 states, they just have too many states in this game. Let me leave the faction for now. I'm thinking of destroying the Soviet Union alongside the Germany. I'm gonna send my first army here. And the second and third are just gonna sit in Turkey somewhere. Let's research landing craft. Yeah, let's not forget Turkish North American territories. I need to send them 750 convoys, so then I can lower their autonomy and have lots of their industry. They currently have 268 factories. Man, these war reparations are insane. I got 120 factories for war reparations, as you can see, 117. Let's max out our airport here, and let's go for offensive formations. Let's get a port here quickly. Let's get all of our planes here. And when I think about it, the second army could have a naval invasion from Sinop into like Sevastopol. Let's research advanced small airframe ahead of time. Also, I don't have to trade anything anymore. Let's start justifying against Soviet Union on Armenia, so that they don't lose the state that I'm justifying for. Over the autonomy of the USA, we now got 500 factories. Germany has like 400 probably. Yeah, we got 100 factories more than Germany does. We're the most powerful country right now. Let's now produce a lot of regular and also rocket artillery, so we can make our divisions have way more soft attack. Let's give them 2 artillery battalions and 1 rocket artillery battalion. Also gonna remove 1 infantry, and now they're 27 with. Let's permit regional elections, whatever. I have no idea what else to do at this point. Oh yes, I forgot about 1 country completely, and that's Japan. They'll actually get a war goal against me. Might actually attack China. That way I can get their military access and maybe Order 66 them. Let's get some 4 with infantry. This is gonna be Order 66 template, and maybe like 200 of these into training. Declare war on the Soviets. Go, go, go. Gotta make sure I use my planes. We landed in Crimea. Let's get our entire second army here. We'll have a follow line here, because even after no step back, you still can't draw a front line from this province right here, these 2 provinces. Game thinks that they're not connected. Let's make this a front line, and let's attack with these guys. It's funny how saying the names of these cities could get me demonetized technically. We truly live in a society. We just stole Ukraine from Germany, and let's go for the mass destruction. We just finished the air doctrine now. RIP Trotsky. Actually, no, he's a communist. He's not gonna go there. No idea what to do. I guess I'm gonna expand the Sadabat Pact now. Sad and bad pact. Okay, as you can see, Japan has a war goal on me. Let's declare war on China. Ask all these guys for military access. And take my newly trained 206 divisions. Let's send them into Japan home islands. And we took Stalingrad. Nice. And we finished the land doctrine as well. Follow Moscow. It's over. It's so over. They haven't even lost Estonia yet. Somehow they still have 180 factories in all these states behind here. Can we please make this encirclement? Come on, please, let me do it. Oh my god, we did it. 13 divisions. Not super impressive, but pretty nice. Oh yeah, let's not forget it. Let's ask Germany for military access. Also Hungary. Also Slovakia. Also Italy. And I would ask Romania, but I forgot that they don't exist anymore. Let's keep upgrading the agency. Loser Gentleman. Or Loser Gentleman is a German spy. Let's rush their cities and rip Communist China. Hopefully Japan creates faction with Siam. Leningrad has also fell. We managed to make the encirclement here. Let's put a new army into training. And we're so deep inside the Soviet Union, we have to build some airports now. Really nice tip here would be, if you want to lower the autonomy of your puppets and make sure they don't rise it, when you're fighting like Soviet Union, just call them to war, give them some territory and build inside of there. Something that you would build anyway. They're even gonna do garrisons for you. Hungary proclaims Greater Hungary. Who cares? Nobody cares. That's okay, that's life. That's life. Yes! Next supply hub is in Ufa. Let's take Ufa. Come on, we took it. We also took Kazan, which means you're gonna have some supplies. Let's get advanced artillery, I kind of forgot about it. Let's deploy our new army, and they're gonna attack here. I built so much stuff in Canada I can lower their autonomy. It would be really good if I could capitulate the Soviet Union now. We literally crossed the Ural Mountains, we're in Chelyabinsk now. Okay, they made faction with Siam. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, nice encirclement right here. Verify your clock, we're going to the Omsk. I don't know, I never played that mod. Just trying to be funny. Soviet Union is gone. And here's the peace deal. The Fascist Party... What did they do? Oh my god, we got a new Mongol Empire here. Tuvan Nationalist Republic here. There's also Russia here. Russian Empire. What an empire in Sverdlovsk. Which is a communist name of the city, by the way. Did Japan just attack France? Nice one. Nice one, Japan. I was about to order 66 you myself, but you order 66 to yourself. In this war, I need enough scores so I can just take Tokyo in the peace deal. There's nothing that order 66 and an outcast can't do. Even in this version, we got an advanced small airframe. Let's make a new plane. Gonna go with some heavy machine guns, some rocket rails, some decent engine, sealing fuel tanks, and some armor plates. Now we're making P-47 Mustang, and we were making Tokyo 190. We cut off Tokyo like the Japanese woman cut off people in traffic. Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm gonna take Tokyo the last. I want to destroy this encirclement, I don't know why. I'm just feeling a little psychotic today. Hey, you know what? It's enough. Let's end this shenanigans. Let's take Tokyo and end the war finally. But I'm so tempted at destroying these divisions. Oh yes, yes, yes. Thank God I'm not a politician. Finally, let's take Tokyo. We managed to have less casualties than they did, even though we did order 66 and they did actual divisions. So here we are, Japan peace deal. I need Tokyo. Let me pass a bunch of times, just take Tokyo. Although I could take some more states. Yeah, why the hell not? I guess this is good. There is still Japan. I stole half of their country though. Anyway, about the Axis. I'm gonna order 66 them as well. Especially Germany, they're the biggest issue. Italy is a smaller issue, but Germany, they're just so strong. Oh yeah, I don't have manpower. Sure went for all adult serve. If I had enough manpower, I'd go for 10 with over 66. Wait, USA has 6 million, I could steal their manpower. Oh wait, I forgot. Everything has its consequences, and China currently exists. I'm not gonna fight too much in Russia, I'm just gonna make some fallback line. I protect some land, but I'll do that later. First I need to have one army sit right here. So one army goes there. Since I won't be calling France into my war. Wait. Siam. Oh yeah, Siam never actually joined my war. Second army goes like this. 6 divisions going here. Third army goes like this. Fourth army goes like this. Also, let's not forget to order 66 Italy as well. Anyway, I need another 5 armies for now. I'm gonna create faction with Iran and Afghanistan, and then I'm just gonna kick them out of my faction. I didn't do it while I was in the Axis because then I have to fight them when I fight the Axis finally. So let's get new guns, all of these upgrades. I guess I'm gonna research some better industry. I could have I can annex half of my puppets. Let's start with Canada because they're not really that useful. And here we go. Bangladesh, the Kyrgyzstan, and Pakistan took them that long. Yeah, why is Pakistan free? I don't know why, but even in my test run, Pakistan was liberated by Germany. So let's go for, although it won't change much, harsh quotas. We should get like 50 factories. Yeah, that's good. Also, maybe not the best idea ever, but I could use my puppets forces for Order 66. Also about the war with China, it's inconvenient, but I will not fight them at all. I'm literally gonna release some country like here, with Yamalia and Ostiak Logil Republic, just so I don't have border with them. No direct borders with China means no war, means no war participation for me or China. That's what I want. Wait, you're kidding me. German operative got captured, not the Turkish one. Emma Wagner. Very interesting name, I must admit. Alright, let's get the 5th research slot, because why not? And let's train some more of these divisions. Unfortunately, I'm out of manpower, which means I have to annex the USA. Let me find their templates. This one's small enough. This is the big one. Let's make this template as small as possible. And let's make this template as big as possible. We should be stealing at least 5 million manpower with this. Let's deploy all of these divisions. Let's now convert them to the big template. And now USA should lose all of its manpower. They did. Which means I can now annex them. And delete these divisions, and here comes my manpower. Rip my industry, but I got manpower at least. Let's now train some 96 divisions. I don't have guns, but this will be produced literally in a month. I'm producing over 1,000 guns a day. Also, one thing I noticed kind of, I'm still getting the war reparations, even though USA doesn't exist anymore. That's definitely exploitable as hell. Long we have no Sultana. Okay, so that's a typo. It says Sultana, but if you hover over here, it says Sultanta. This DLC really was a terrible one. Let's justify these guys. Half of one army goes here, while the other half is gonna have a public line. Like this, including Khartoum. Next army goes here, so that we don't lose to Italy thanks to these islands. Next army goes on the border of Albania. And last army has to protect the Caucasus. I don't care about Russia that much. Just do Imperial factories, I don't know what else to do at this point. Yeah, it's gonna give us factories in Bake Island. Out of all the places in the world. Let's kick Iran out of faction and also Afghanistan. Let's get all of our planes in one single place. That's definitely logistically alright. Overstacking is the new meta. Alright, this is all for deployed planes right now. We got 6,000 of them. Germany has a total of about 8,000 planes. The thing is, I got many planes which are not even deployed. So yeah, let's deploy every single one of them. I don't care what type. I don't see color or type when it comes to planes. I'm not racist like that. I'm racist in different ways. My air force is big and it keeps getting bigger. I was legally advised not to continue with the joke. Germany wants to send me volunteers. No. Actually, yes. Make them lose the faith in humanity by me declaring war on them. Or actually in Hungary. Let's go. Oh boy. Germany might be a success. Please tell me it is. It is. Italy, not so much. Okay, now I must capitulate Italy and possibly even Hungary. But Italy just holds a couple of cities and that's all. You know what time it is? It's time to annex France then. We need them for hardly anything serves or sever achievement. We also gonna need UK to be annexed. And also I could take Albania. Alright, we took Rome. Did we get the achievement hardly anything serves? No, we have to actually control London directly. We just need to annex UK now. Alright, Italy is about to be removed from the face of the earth, but Hungary is now major, of course. Well, I guess I can take care of that. I mean, we just need to take Cluj, Budapest, and also Pech, and that's it. Benito Mussolini is deposed. Oh yeah, we're gonna have that others Italy thing. Alright, there goes Budapest. Let's now take Pech. Look at this encirclement. Hungary has gone rip. Now only thing that remains is Italy. They're 99% of our capitulation. Okay, Italy is about to capitulate because we just took Venice. Never mind, they didn't. Venezuela is a major. Ah, come on. Let's send one army here. They're gonna naval invade. Also, did you know the biggest port in Venezuela is not the capital, but this one right here. It's level 5. Capital is just level 3. Keep occupied territory. No, I'm not gonna transfer that to you. Why would I? Now let's merge our entire navy. I'm gonna send them to the Caribbean. Also, I think we can annex UK. I need another 21 political power. 21. I live in 2010. And there we are. Here we are. hardly anything severs. It's done. One achievement is left, and that's we're putting the band back together. Now this one is concerning, but you'll see how I'm gonna do it. Please, Venezuela, don't put 100 divisions on your coast. Force attack, yeah, it never hurt anyone. I like it how with like no supplies, we're still winning. Okay, we managed to finally take a port. Okay, please, please, don't make any more majors. Thank you, God. Okay, here we are. Let's annex Italo-Ethiopian Somalia, an Italian state of East Africa, Slovakia, Tuvan Nationalist Republic, Venezuela, Greater Hungary, Greater Albania, Repubblica Sociale Italiana, Great German Reich. Now I must make sure I don't have any borders with China. They got war participation down here. I'm such an idiot, I forgot about that. You know what, I'm just going to return territory to the Russian Empire. We need one more achievement, and now in order to get it we need to do a bunch of shenanigans. First things first, I need to annex all of my puppets. Oh wait, yeah, this DLC is so shit. Boris died and then his father got replaced as if he died. As a Smantlor faction. Let's lower the autonomy of Bulgaria, they're an integrated puppet, and let's send them another 2,000 convoys or so. Also, I can do a bunch of these decisions now, and you know what, I will actually. And there goes Bulgaria. You finally reform the Yaourt of Rumelia and Vilayet of the Danube and Moldova, which means I just achieved my maximum course. In the meantime, let's delete every single one of the divisions that we have. Some of them are impossible to be deleted, but I'll delete all of these divisions except for those. Spain wants to justify war goal on me. Oh yeah, we're too weak and now they want Gibraltar. I'm just gonna put 100 of these small divisions into training and then I'm gonna convert them to big template. Also, Russian Empire is justifying against me. Are you stupid? What? I just gave you back all of your stuff. Alright, let's convert them to big template. Maybe they won't attack me now because I have big army. These guys are justifying. They want Zemgale and Saerma. You know what? I'm just gonna release Estonia. I don't feel like fighting Russia again. They shouldn't justify me again because I have big army. Spain has attacked us, but we should be able to repel them. We're gonna reconquist them. Last stand? Really? I think we're gonna destroy their divisions because we're bombing them and they're unable to move. Yeah, that's what happens when you do last stand too much. And we officially have 0 puppets. And there goes Spain. I'm just gonna annex them as well. And one last thing that we need to do. Well, there's a couple of last things we need to do. Let's first delete our entire navy. I'm gonna delete all of these templates. Next up, I must delete all of these divisions. Oh my god, look at this big Yunnan with 2 million manpower. Alright, so here's the thing. I need to get one more achievement, and that's with putting the band together. And for that I need to be in faction with Germany and with Austria-Hungary. And that's the issue, Austria-Hungary. I can't just release Austria, they won't click on the decision ever. So I have to release myself as either Austria or Czechoslovakia or actually Croatia as well. Before I do that, however, I must delete every single one of these templates. Let's decommission like the rest of them. Also show decommissioned ones, delete all of them as well. Let's now create a brand new template. It's gonna consist only of anti-air. Also gonna go for extensive description. Just one anti-air battalion. Let's put 100 of these into training or so. Also I must convert the 72 to that template. Russia is basically attacking everyone when you release Latvia and Lithuania in the meantime, so they attack them and not me. Alright, let's put hundreds and hundreds of these into training. Now 200, more than enough. I also need to make like 50 in the queue. Also I'm gonna make this template a little bit bigger. Oh, one more cool thing you might not have noticed. When you get the Sultania, however you call her, you get this decision back. This country was born out of the ashes of the failed Ottoman Sultanate. Bro, we are Ottoman Sultanate. Now we answer to no sultans, no caliphs, no gods. We are free. And we suffered for that right to be free. Let's go for limited conscription. I want to have as little manpower as possible as this country. And now I'm almost ready to release myself. First thing, however, I need to have a faction. So when I release myself, Ottoman Empire doesn't join some random faction, like the Siamese one. So let me quickly release Djibouti as a puppet. And let's create faction with it. Also, Iran wants to be in faction. No, I don't want them in it. And one more thing I need to do before I release myself. Since I got cores on tons of stuff, as far as Morocco basically, I'm going to release a bunch of countries which I have cores on. Why in the world would I do this? Well, I won't be playing anymore, so there is no point in having any cores. And when I play as an actual country fighting against Ottoman Empire, it will be way easier to capitulate them if they don't have all the cores in Africa. It might cause a little bit of lag, but it is what it is. Alright, I think we're ready. These are all the cores that we got left. Let's finally release ourselves. I can release myself as Czechoslovakia, but I won't because we're democratic. I can also release myself as Austria or Croatia. The issue with Croatia is the fact that I'd have to release myself only in this state. That's kinda rough. So instead I'm just gonna do Austria. Release nation, play as, retain states with their core, although we don't have any shared cores. Anyway, now I can do take claim state and justify only 15 days. Let's quickly make a new template. Only one cavalry battalion, and let's train like a full army of those. In the meantime, Turkish anti-air divisions will come here, but they can't do anything. Justification is ready already, and so are our troops. So let's declare war on Turkey. I got two goals here. The first goal is to recreate the Austria-Hungary, while the second goal is to basically capitulate Ottoman Empire and take it out. Let's now slow down the game and let's sneak into these victory points, or snake, however you call it. Let's put all of our production into guns, and let's go for no garrisons for now, because I want that manpower. Also, I'm gonna put more divisions into training. Embargoed by Kazakhstan. Oh my god, where am I gonna get my potassium from right now? Let's also get army maneuver expert Franz Bube, because now my troops are gonna be much faster. And we can do it. We restored Austria-Hungary. I take the second army, get them on front line like this, and let's attack the Turkish core states. Soviets are attacking Baltic countries, and that's good. I'm gonna move all of my troops down here, but I must watch out for Austria. I don't want to capitulate. Romania has so little victory points, it's not even worth fighting it there. Rip Estonia, and we finally entered the Asia Minor. Can we overrun these guys? Never mind. Having a little bit of mess in Austria, but I think I can sort this out. And I think that's enough. Yes, it is. The worst thing is I have to share them with the Chinese, but I don't really care. I really just need my own course and their course. I just have to make sure that the Ottoman Empire actually gets annexed fully and doesn't exist. Yep, they got annexed, and so was the Djibouti. They are now part of Guangxi Creek. Anyway, now off to the last part of this trip. First thing I need to do, I need to release some country as Austria-Hungary. Some really weak country. I need to create faction with them. Okay, I can't. That's even better. I can't create faction with anyone. There is a possibility of me joining a faction, however, but I don't think Austria is gonna join it. I know how to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's start justifying on China. Anyway, what I need to do now is to do everything I did as Turkey last time. That is delete every single one of my divisions, delete all of these templates, as well as the decommissioned ones. Let's do some local police force. Let's create a new template, just anti-air. Tons and tons of anti-air. 200 divisions in training and a bunch of in queue as well. Now I have to play as Turkey and I have to capitulate Austria-Hungary. Release a note as a puppet, play as, retain states with core. This way we have some conflict. I can justify quicker as Ottoman Empire. Only 50 days. So how in the world do I have 15 divisions? I guess I'm gonna train these big ones. 16, I guess that's gonna be good enough for now. Also, let me dismantle my faction, which I still somehow have. I'm not supposed to have it. Justification is ready. Let's attack them. Although I have a truce with them. I can actually attack their puppet. And Russia attacked them. Ah, that's just so great. Austro-Hungarian Empire just attacked China while fighting Russia. Anyway, let's attack Austria-Hungary by attacking their puppet, and now we can just take them out easily. They're gone. And that's it. Austria-Hungary is gonna get annexed now. Let's confirm an exit. And now it's the last thing that we need to do. I need to release Austria-Hungary and Germany, but since I don't really have that many German cores, I first have to release them in Austria. Release nation, release as a puppet. Turkish Germany in Austria. And now I need to release Austria-Hungary. Release nation, release as a puppet, retain states with our core. And here's the cursed Austria-Hungary. All I need to do now is to create faction with these two countries. And that should get me the "we're putting the band together" achievement. And I think we just got it. Yes, we did. And that's all the Turkish achievements in one single run in Hoi 4. And I'm still having a little bit of sanity left. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, share and subscribe. Or if you didn't but this guide was useful, consider joining my Discord server. And we're also gonna have a Hoi 4 multiplayer game soon. So yeah, see you in the next video guys. Bye.